Hello guys, it's me Gleff back again, and welcome back to another video. Month of the Mad God has now ended, and it's time for the new update, and it's season 24, and this one is called Dusk Veil, and it's the start of the Halloween event, but we don't really have that much Halloween event. We have like 3 mobs that spawn from certain presents in dungeons, but I think that the second part of this season will be the bigger Halloween event 1. But in this video we will jump straight into what happened to the priest class and everything regarding that, and also the other information we have. Since Deca right now don't have a community manager, well, I can't send in my gold winners for the 14k gold giveaway that I hosted last month. So it's still open, so if you want to join, a 14,000 gold giveaway is down in the description, and I'm gonna try to get Deca to get a date when they will pay out to the winners, cause yeah. Deca says, Possessed Realmers, Halloween is just around the corner and this season is a spooky themed season. It highlights the invasion of the dark yoikais in the realm, which causes enemies across the realm to become possessed. At the same time, it incorporates the rework of the priest to combat the darkness. Mission tree and battle pass. Well, we have a new battle pass and a new mission tree, and I will take a look at those in game later in this video. The crucible mode for this month, not month of the Mad God, season is plus 30% wisdom, damage from enemies is increased by 15%, minus 8 attack, plus 10% loot drop, plus 10% BXP, and plus 10% XP. I think this is quite fine. I've started a priest PPE, it's almost 8-8 after like 1 hour of playing, and it has 100 wisdom, which is kind of crazy, and I guess that's kind of cool. It's very mediocre, but I like the loot drop bonus, a BXP and XP bonus. The realm events in the realm. The yoikais have begun to possess enemies across the adept and veteran biomes. These enemies will engulf in a purple flame, defeat them to find the dark yoikai within for a chance at the yoikai amulet UT as well as other loot. It's quite easy to max now in the realm. If you go to the Dead Church biome, well, you have thousands of enemies and they will all drop mystery stat potions. We have some dungeons event for this season. Week 1 is Abyss of Demons, 1.5 XP and loot, the same for Parasite Chambers. Then we will have an Exaltation Banner 2 mod in the Nest and Plague Nest. And this is something that I really missed on Month of the Mad God, so I think this is a great addition to have in the dungeon events right now. And week 2, it's Puppet Master Theater, Tomb of the Ancients. Then it's Cogbolt Steamworks, Advanced Cogbolt Steamworks with the Exaltation Banner 2 mod. Week 3 is Magic Woods, Toxic Sewers, Ocean Trench, and Spectral Penitentiary for the Exalted Banner mod. But the big part of this video is going to cover the Priest rework. The Priest has gotten a big rework for the ability, and yeah, let's jump straight into it. Today we're unveiling the Priest rework, bringing stat mod and other major changes to this beloved class. While Priest has long stood out for its support role and accessibility to newer players, its healing has become a crutch, especially when multiple priests stack heals to create near limitless damage mitigation. This made it nearly impossible to balance the class, as no reasonable tome could address the uncapped group healing without getting a priest elsewhere. By reworking its core healing ability, we can finally give Priest the tools it deserves, while scaling its healing to a level we can balance around. Healing rework. From now on, you'll notice that the Priest has 2 healing tooltips. The first heal value is an instant burst of healing on self, allowing Priest players to continue playing with that extra safety cushion that makes the class friendly to new content. The second is a status effect applied to self and group that has a listed regeneration value in the square brackets. This healing status effect does not stack its regeneration effect, instead using only the most powerful healing effect available. This effect can be boosted with stat mod, and it's quite worth the stat investment to offer the best regeneration your builds can afford for your group. This regeneration effect system has been extended to other healing sources, such as healing mushrooms, item proc effects, and even consumables. Generally speaking, we intend to change all group healing in the game to use the rate limited system such as the new regeneration system. However, since we have a Necromancer rework in the pipeline, we're holding off on any changes to the class for now. The healing rework is a massive game-wide change that we intend to use to push the build on further improvements to game feel and balance. With healing rate no longer a questionable unlimited value, we plan on directly addressing a lot of frustration points of the game, such as a lot of instapop type design that we have had to resort to in the past to threaten players in the endgame. It is but one piece in a larger puzzle of game health improvements, so while these changes might not seem apparent now, you'll see the game shift closer to this vision as we make more headway. Then we have Priest damage. Priest has a source of ability damage from tiered tomes. This is a small damage nova on cursors similar to the effect of the chaotic scripture. In situations where your build isn't the strongest healing build or healing simply isn't needed, you'll still get mileage out of your ability through the extra damage. And in a pinch can be used to get you out of situations where priest based DPS simply doesn't cut it. With healing balance out of the way, we're able to more comfortably move Priest's damage level to a place that is more suited for the pace of the game. Priest has gained plus 10 to base max attack and is also helped along by some supporting buffs to tiered 1s and morning stars that should allow the class to keep up with the steadily increasing pace of the game. Mana standardization and quiet rework. You may have noticed something small. Priest now maxes at 400 max MP. Each class has been given a standard value of max MP, which can be any of 300, 350 or 400. Magic-oriented classes start with a higher MP pool and max at a higher level, consuming a few more mana potions to max than characters that are less dependent on it. Additionally, MP potions have been underutilized for quite some time, especially in comparison to HP options. To remedy this and to help players past Priest early game MP cost increasing, we've doubled the output of MP consumables across the game. Lastly, in our trio of mana related changes, we've pushed a rework to the quiet status effect. From now on, the quiet effect will no longer reset your MP value to 0 or prevent ability casting effects. Instead, quiet works similarly to sick, stopping all forms of MP regeneration for its duration. Here we have some UT showcase. Now, for example, the Tome of Purification is an MP efficient version to the tier 6 tome that scales of VIT and has no damage component. So if you don't care about, well, dealing damage with the Tome of Purification is one for you, and of course it removes negative conditions on self. Tome of Holy Furor. The Holy Furor is a dex scaling machine gun tome that provides a powerful dex group buff as well as on-shoot projectiles. This is the most interesting in my opinion. Tome of the Holy Protection sheds its insta-heal for armored and sheds its damage component for a new def group buff. So the part effect with the prot now is within 6 squares increase defense by 12 for 6 seconds. So I think that is quite useful. If you have a lot of prot priests, well, every class should have plus 12 defense, and I like that. We can see here that the base stat changes. Well, 300 MP max classes is now Rogue, Archer, Warrior, Knight, Paladin, Trickster, Ninja, Samurai, and Kensei. 351s are Assassin and Huntress. 400 MP max classes, Wizard, Priest, Necromancer, Mystic, Sorcerer, Bard, and Summoner. So I think that is quite nice that they increase the mana for the classes that need it the most, but I don't really understand why Assassin is on 350, it should be 400. Then we have some weapon changes. The tier 11 plus 1s received a 2.5 base DPS increase, tier 13 plus 1s received a 5 base DPS growth increase. Morning Stars received a major buff averaging plus 20 base DPS increase. I haven't seen a single soul use the Morning Stars, and I think that could be something useful for them. Sprite 1 gains a smaller, faster amplitude. Crystal 1 now hits multiple enemies. The Mantle of Monarchy changed to plus 120 instant heal and 3 seconds of 40 HP per second regen. Mantle of Monarchy now has 60 HP, 60 MP, 12 defense and 20 vitality. Water Dragon Silk Robe changed to plus... Water Dragon Silk Robe changed to plus 90 instant heal and 3 seconds of 30 HP per second regen. And the Beekeeper's Flamethrower received a major damage buff and gained obstacle piercing. I like that a lot. Okay, I just entered the server and I leveled up my priest to like level 4, but now I'm level 1, so that's insane. Okay, US crash as always. But let's take a look on the Battle Pass. So anything here that's like, wow. I'm gonna say stop when I see anything wow. Cheerful Lantern pet skin. One fucking skin? One fucking pet skin for this? Holy moly, this is the worst Battle Pass I've ever seen in this game. Like, what? Only one skin. Yeah, you get some Celestial Stones, but that's crazy. Okay, the mission tree. Well, anything out of the ordinary here? Here we have the Yoikai Amulet, which is a ring that is connected to the event. Crucible, Mystery Chest. A lot of chests, which is nice. I kind of like that. Starts again. That's also nice. Nothing out of the ordinary. At least most of the Mad God had, like, you could pick the items from the realm, but I guess, meh, it's alright. But this Battle Pass, it's quite useless. And that's everything for this video. What do you think about the priest rework? I kinda like the idea of them streamlining the dungeon and removing insta-pops, and it's going to be interesting to see. I'm playing priest this season, so priest PPE it is. So yeah, stay tuned for the Archer PPE join or UP. Join my 14k gold giveaway, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and have a great start of the season. Bye bye.